house here because we got the Wi-Fi and keep the stream uninterrupted. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. It is the Sunday, um, July 13th, 2025 Helium Miner Update coming to you from our sunny and warm, hopefully it'll be about 95 degrees, Alpine, Wyoming world headquarters, small town, about 1,200 people. Actually, just down over at the runway, chatting aviation with a guy corporate pilot, who flew a Learjet in here and is leaving again in the morning. He's out of Minneapolis, and just really astounded by the beauty here, and just kind of cool, neat Alpine is. We've got small airport, 5,850 foot runway, with just an eclectic mix of aircraft. We're just out there watching Hawker business jet. Husky came in, as well as a couple of helicopters following. So yeah, don't get to see that in a lot of other places. But anyhow, you are here for the crypto update, for the Helium Mining update, and we're going to bring that to you. We've got 4 of them. We've got one in Kona, Hawaii, our other world headquarters. We've got 2 of them in Portland, Oregon, and we've got one here in Alpine. And let's get to it. As far as just general market overview, just the big news is just Bitcoin hitting all-time highs. A couple hours ago, it was at 19,500. It's been up above 100,000 for a while now, but ended up reaching up new highs here. In the last couple of days, specifically in the last 24 hours. So interesting to see that. But the altcoins have also followed there. IoT, which we track, which before we had Helium, the Helium Improvement Protocol, we were earning that on our miners. That one actually jumped 43% at 0.000485. Our Helium HNT, which is what we're earning on the miners, that one is trading at, hold on, winds picked up, $3.21. That's actually up 43%. Typically, the altcoins there, they operate kind of lock stock together. Bitcoin at 118,900 at the time of the recording. Or when I put my notes together here, that is up about 9%. Might be up a little bit more now. And then finally, Solana at $163.13, up about 7%. So tracking there as well. As far as our miners, and again, just not financial advice, just doing this for fun, just a hobby. And we get, certainly comments from folks. If you're going to buy a miner, we got ours factory direct, so no issues there. But if you do get one of these and it's secondhand, just make sure there's not a crypto wallet, a Helium wallet attached to it, because if there is, you may end up with an expensive paperweight if you can't do anything as far as connecting your own wallet there. So anyway, just word of the wise on that. Our Kona miner, that one's sitting in a hexagon with a couple of other miners. And again, when I say hexagon, you can take a look at the Helium map. That's how everything is divided up. If you're looking at setting one of these miners up and connecting to your Wi-Fi, you want to see if there's other miners there in your specific area. You do want miners in the area, just so they can communicate with each other and be able to, take care of tracking IoT devices, which is what the network is set up for, decentralized way to do that. But you do want to see if there's other miners in your hexagon, because if you are going to be revenue sharing with them, and again, it may not matter to you. Like I said, we just do this as a hobby, so no big deal. But if you're trying to make a little bit of money at it, certainly keep that in mind. Anyway, Kona miner, 2 other miners in that hexagon, down 5% on the earnings. On a 7-day basis, we earned 0.379 Helium tokens, HNT. Our Portland 1 location, we've got that in our small office building there in Portland. That one's got 5 other miners in it, so there's some competition, some revenue sharing. That one's at 0.184 Helium tokens for the week. That's up about 2%. So reasonably, it's good news. And then our Portland 2 location, that one's sitting in a hexagon by itself, so no revenue sharing there. 0.651 Helium tokens for the week, up about 19%. And then finally, our Alpine miner here, it is functional, but again, and it's in a hexagon by itself, which is good. But as far as rural mining, if you've been following along on the channel, you'll know, just at least in this specific case, there's not many other miners here. So if it's not communicating with other miners and relaying data, then there's no revenue to be had there. So that one is functional, but it is not earning anything. So big fat goose egg here, and that's been the case for a while. Totaling all that up, 7-day basis, we earned 1.214 Helium tokens. Actually, you can see there behind me, got Starlink. Actually, just point that out. Hold on. Got Starlink on the roof. Actually, that's a Gen 3 router now. Turned out they pushed too many upgrades to our Gen 2 while we were gone here and basically bricked it. So shout out to Starlink there. Zoom out a little bit. Dish is the same size as for the Gen 2. Router is now, it's a two-piece with a power supply in lieu of just the one-piece router. So a few more moving parts there. I don't know how that got past Elon's review, but so far so good here. We actually downgraded to a residential light here. I think we're still getting like above 100 MPS, so it's still pretty daggone quick, but able to save a little bit of money. Anyway, message me if you got any Starlink questions. Anyhow, let's keep going here. Our total for the 7 days, 1.214 Helium tokens, and then we'll take a look here on a on a 30-day basis. We have Kona Miner earned 1.699 Helium tokens. Our Portland 1 location, that one earned 0.772 Helium tokens. Portland 2, the one that's by itself, 2.351 Helium tokens. And again, typically that Kona and the Portland 2 location have been running kind of neck and neck. You know, Kona, as for the tropical island area, there's a push there to get more miners out there, just because cost of living is higher. Cost of electricity is a little higher. I think we're like 45 cents per kilowatt hour. But I would also tell you, the miners typically here, if you got, we get that question every once in a while. It's not like a typical Bitcoin miner. These just piggyback onto your Wi-Fi, and it's a 5 watt input. So energy cost, you know, whether you're 45 cents a kilowatt hour or 10 cents a kilowatt hour or 7 cents a kilowatt hour, doesn't really, it's kind of inconsequential. And again, like I said, for us, hobby, so no big deal. Totaling all that up on 30 days, that's a whopping 4.822 Helium tokens. And then taking a look at this from a dollars and cents perspective, again, even though we are not, this is not financial advice, just having fun. The 1 week, the 7-day earnings is $3.90, big whopping total. And then 7-day earnings, 30-day earnings, $15.48, another whopping total. And then like we do here on the updates every week, taking that $15.48, the 30-day earnings, divide by 30 to get a daily rate, and then extrapolate that out over the full year, and then divide by our capital investment in this, comes out to roughly ROI, return on our investment of 11.8%. So again, for hobby, not too bad. In the last couple of weeks, if you've been following along, just because IoT, HNT, the altcoins have been not doing as well, that ROI has been in that mid 7% or so range. You know, we've certainly seen it higher than 11.8, but it's nice to see a little bit higher return on investment, again, even if it is just a hobby. And the reason we do that ROI is just so you can kind of see if you're looking at getting into this. Again, it's not a moneymaker. I mean, it is, but you know, there's probably better things you can do. And just kind of, if you're doing this just as a income stream, but certainly just fun hobby type stuff here. Anyway, if you have found this helpful, please like and subscribe. Maui says he would appreciate that too. So, anyway, like and subscribe, leave your comments. If you've got questions for us, we'll get back with you on that. And that should about do it. Hopefully, everyone is having a great weekend, great start to summer. Certainly super awesome here. Got blue sky, 95 degrees. Heading down to the river later in the ATV, and that should about do it. And wait for the market to open. See what the futures are doing here in a few hours. Well, actually, maybe about 4 hours or so. That's it, and we will see you for the update next week. Peace.